Hockey obviously this weekend, but a couple of days away, Coach. What are you looking to see, starting Thursday and really this first weekend of the season?
Yeah, I think, gosh, the fun of getting out there and playing. It's been a long time since they played together, so playing each other is just not fun. It's getting someone else in a different uniform to play. I'm excited to see some of our freshmen in moments. Kaylee Harding at the plate. Mac Leonard looks awesome right now, so just the ebb and flow of a game and the weekend and maybe no rain. The thing. So yeah, some softball.
Coach, have you noticed that anxiousness where they're just ready to play a team that's not working?
100%. They are. This is the time of year, like, you could put a practice play out there and they could care less. Like, they're just so over it, want to play, and I get that, but we're at the point right now where we need the game to teach us some things to work on. So that's the next step for us. So yeah, so excited for that challenge.
For the three opponents coming in, what do they bring that you guys are going to see this week that's going to prepare you for the rest of the season?
Yeah, Longwood is always scrappy. Like, they always swing it. They're always scrappy. Lipscomb, we played last year. They got some kids that can run a little bit. They've both graduated quite a few people, so we know what that's like to get your freshmen going, and they'll have that opportunity. And we haven't had a chance to play Purdue in the Big Ten and see what they're all about, but I would imagine Purdue's probably been inside. They're excited to see some dirt. That's usually the beginning. So I think right now we're thinking more of like, what's the standard that we want to play? And they're coming in with the same thing. Like, can we come to some warm weather, get after some softball? And our facility does a great job of hosting them and creating a good venue. So just excited. Everyone's excited to play some softball.
The new party deck, the new scoreboard, how exciting, we talked about it a little bit Saturday, but yeah, how exciting is it for the fans to get the experience of all of that?
Yeah, I think the party deck, we're still trying to figure it out. Some people asked me the other day, they're like, do we bring our own chairs, and I'm like, yeah, it's like a party, you got to do what you want, you want blankets, I can see the chairs going up here right now. I think that's the next couple days they're going in, so I might try to go sit in those and see what they're like. This is all new to us too right now, so our scoreboard and fan day, it worked and didn't work, so it's like we're all trying to figure this out together. So it's been quite fun. Everyone's been working their tail off to make sure that this could be the best venue, but in end what it comes down to is those kids on the field and really enjoying the game, and I think we do a good job of keeping that connection to that.
How necessary was the extra seating, just because your crowds have gotten bigger and bigger through the years too?
Yeah, I think too, you think of the berm. There was, 6 years ago you were sitting on a berm, and then last year you're like launched down because of the erosion. So I felt bad. I remember one guy had just bought a drink, and he was up there and a foul ball came and it just knocked his drink over. I'm like, run up and buy him another drink. I felt so bad. So now there's actually seating and comfortability. And so it's not so much, I think, for the more seats, it's just more for the experience. And I look at us like kind of like a Wrigleyville, like we've got like seats and spots every direction, and it's a very unique place, and I just love that about it.
Coach, I wanted to ask you about your pitching staff.
Yep.
Seems to be about as deep as I've seen it in a really long time. Talk a little bit about how that helps you. And a specific question, is McKenna going to redshirt, or how do you see her?
No red shirts, no.
No red shirts? Okay.
No, we're going to need everyone.
Okay.
Where we want to go, we're going to need everyone. So, yeah. And if you look at it, like Kat's graduating, Mac's graduating, Allie's graduating, we'll have Allison for more years. So if we don't get experience for the future of the program, then it's going to be really tough to jump into that. So I think by having our freshmen get some opportunities, it grows us for the future also. Yeah.
And so as far as how does that allow you to manage the game, knowing you've got, I count on about 6 arms that you can really go to. Seven and feel really confident in.
Yeah, TBA. Wait to see. Kat can go a full 7. She can go back to back. We all know that. I'm sure Allison probably could, squeak 7 in there if we wanted to. But when you have arms like that, you can get some relief moments. You can do some matchups. You can close games, open games. You can do a lot of things. So I think that's just really what we're diving into, and I think softball's diving into that quite a bit too. I think more rosters, you see more than just 2 pitchers on a roster. So I think that's a little bit of our game right now.
And Coach, you touched on just being able to get a bunch of ladies and a bunch of different opportunities, a tournament type weekend where you're able to see a bunch of different teams.
Yep.
Over a few day process and span, how big is that to be able to put some ladies in different positions, and just to be able to see what they can offer and what they want to be able to maybe accomplish when they get out there, and getting some of those first jitters out there and all of those types of things in a first tournament.
Yeah, I think the jitters for players and jitters for coaches. We're all not cool, calm, and collected. Like, we're excited too, and trying to figure out the matchup as a coaching staff too, who's the best person defense right now, who matches up best against a rise ball or change up or drop ball pitcher. Like there's a lot of things on the strategic side of the offensive side too. But you know, these kids have all been working their tails off, so we can only put 9 out there. Like, and we've got to give them opportunities to grow, so we know rolling into maybe spring break or post spring break getting to see what our best lineup is and how it matches up. So we've got to kind of change that up a little bit. With the re-entry rule, it's nice for softball because you can give people chances and get people back in there, and so that's something that's unique to us that I think really helps us grow our roster.
When speaking to high school coaches, you mentioned like, you know, softball's a tournament sport, especially at the high school level. How do you see a different like spark for the girls when they can play doubleheader compared to like, you know, just that one game?
Yeah, I think when you're looking at these, you know, first part of February, especially in Clearwater, you're going against an Arizona or Alabama, and you know it's like you would like to get a 3-game series and super regional against them. So one game doesn't, you're getting experience, but it's more the strategic matchup. So, but you also want to face those teams to know like what can we do competing against them. So it's like a little taste of it, and then you start getting ACC play, and now you do the 3-game series, and you figure out how to manage that, and then that's what's prepared you for postseason. Yeah.
With third base, I mean, you could start Christina one game, you can start Kaylee the next. You're going to kind of feel it out. What do they each bring to you at third base? Yeah,
Kaylee Harding, experience and swings it. We know that. Christina's really explosive, moves really well. I think she's pretty good forward and back. And Avery's a shortstop that we moved a little to third base, so I think she'll mix into both positions for us. Avery's really intrinsic. She's got some good mindset in the game, and just, you know, drinking from a fire hose as a freshman right now, but I think it's all filtering in, and I expect to see all of them. And it's not just game. It could be Avery starting, Christina come in, and, you know, Harding close. Like, it could be, you think of that as pitching, but sometimes we can do that defensively too.
Anything else?